Yeah, I wrote this one for everybody that's trying to get it, you know. It ain't always about the destination. You gotta fall in love with the journey. I'm on a journey myself, you know. Look, don't know where I'm at, don't know where I'm going, but I'ma keep walking till I see this money flowing. Cause most people think they got it figured out till they arrive at the thing that they was chasing, very much to their surprise. It ain't all that they had wished for. Looking at the sky, looking at the crowd instead of looking at the prize. Overzealous to a fault, ambitious to their demise, but in the end they feeling bad and you can't see it in their eyes. Instead of catching these E's, I've been looking at these Y's. Reasons that I stay up wee hours in the night, spending money on these Ubers, spending money on these flights. I ain't trying to make a point, dog, I'm trying to change my life. On the road to my degree, family say I'm doing right, but I can't work for no one else cause I just really ain't the type. So I've been in the studio, working on the daily. Got love for the game, I just hope one day it pay me, dog. Do this for the love of the game. I just hope the love never change. Cause mine's gotta eat, and I love getting paid. But this music in my blood, so you know I can't complain, no. Do this for the love of the game. I just hope the love never change. Cause mine's gotta eat, and I love getting paid. But the music in my blood, so you know I can't complain, no. No, I can't complain. No, I never changed. Never had a coach to show all the tricks and the trades, but I always had the skill. Jamarcus Russell in the way, cause I've been ballin' with the pros, and I don't even know the plays. Concrete rose, grows, and never withers away. I bloomed through the cold, it was winter where I stayed. Homies used to come over, it was dinner where I stayed. Just to have to go back home to where the dinner was delayed. I do this for my homies that's going through all that pain. Know you going through it and you try and make a way. Said life move fast and now they got you in the cage. Know it's all gonna be worth it when I get up on that stage. Yeah, rocking the crowd from left to right. I'm the best and it really ain't a test in sight. I'm usually chillin', I'ma say it with my chest tonight. You wanna bless the mic, then put Zeph the mic. Everything I'm about to say, it'll bless your life. If you can make it through the heavy times, the rest is light. If you can make it through the heavy times, the rest is light. I love the game, so I'm a ball for the rest of life. Do this for the love of the game. I just hope the love never change. Cause mine's gotta eat, and I love getting paid. But this music in my blood, so you know I can't complain, no. Do this for the love of the game. I just hope the love never change. Cause mine's gotta eat, and I love getting paid. But the music in my blood, so you know I can't complain, no.
Oh, my bad. Almost fell right there. I'm trying to peep that. So what's up? It's been a while. Not really. It's been a couple weeks. So like, I hope y'all didn't miss me too much. But yeah, I'm excited to be back. Tell y'all a little bit about what's going on. So in terms of my career update, I did get my computer back. No, I didn't. Take that back. No, I didn't. I don't know why I keep saying that. I didn't get it back. I filed a police report, but let's be honest, that computer was cooked. There was no way I was getting that back. Like, let's be for real. And the thing was, I was tracking the dude across the city. Like, I had found my location on, so for like 3 days, I really contemplated like pulling up. I think he took it to his job because he had went to like some area. It was like a factory, and it was like, this is like I called up there, and I was like, man, like, the so-and-so, my computer is missing, it should be up there, da-da-da. He said, this is a bullets and armory factory, something. So I'm like, he must work there, okay. And, I thought about it, just going up there trying to do some Batman, trying to figure out, who got my files, you feel me? But it wasn't that deep. I went for the job 2 hours for that, but I filed a police report, and the cop called me. And then I was always at work when he called. And then I called back, and he just never, I don't know, bro. It was cooked. I didn't think it was ever going to get found anyway, so I really didn't pursue it that much. But we got in the computer, so we back in the game. Thugged it out, took some exams, did what I need to do, and we straight, man. School's about to be over. I feel great. Does that relate to my career? I don't know. I mean, to be honest, yes. At this point, I'm a part-time rapper, part-time content creator, part-time student, part-time son, part-time, all of it's full-time, but part-time distribution worker, part-time, like it's all there. You know, I'm just all-time Zeph, but part-time many different things. So yes, until I'm full-time music, full-time content creation, which is on y'all, you know what I'm saying? No pressure, you feel me? But anyways, um, that's what's up about that. We made some money, got our computer back. In terms of like shows, I haven't done a show for like a month, but I mean, if you heard everything that was just going on, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have had time, but like, bro, I wouldn't want to give out there and go out there and get no bad show, you know? So I was kind of, it was a blessing, you know, just to be able to kind of focus on school, focus on everything I had going, and you know, it was good. So I got another show next week. It's like a week from now. So that's gonna be cool. But yeah, I think that's where I'm at with that. I just dropped 2 new songs. So I dropped Crown Me on the first episode, and then the last episode I dropped Doe. So if you're watching this one, then that means that I got another song out. Love of the Game? Love of the Game. That's the new song. So go watch that. Or listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Um, we gonna keep this junk all rolling. You feel me? Like that's where I'm at right now. I don't know where my monthly listeners are sitting at, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't even really pay attention to that stuff, just cause my only priority right now is just feeding y'all on this new content journey that I started. Yeah, I'm super happy. I'm not gonna lie. Starting this has made me extremely happy because for 2 reasons. Um, and that's the last part of this update, and we gonna keep it right here. We're gonna keep it right here. The biggest part of this update, and I think the most exciting part about my journey of my career is this, which is what you're watching. These episodes, the shorts, if you follow me on Instagram, I don't know if I'm put it right there, but the Instagram should be right here. Anyways, um, but I think the thing that I'm so excited about is the fact that, you know, for so long I always thought that if I didn't blow up while I was young or while I was in college or while I just quote unquote had time or whatever, there was no way I'd be able to keep it up. But now I think that I found a way because ultimately this journey that I'm documenting reflects me. It doesn't have to reflect a persona. It doesn't have to reflect something that needs to be rehearsed or, you know, staged. This is a park in my local area, and I'm sharing with y'all what I got going. And I think that organically will create a real community that wants to see me grow and one that I also want to pour into, you know? So that being said, this new content journey, I mean, not gonna lie, it's a bit of a challenge trying to do all of it myself because I pretty much do most of the stuff myself in terms of shooting and, you know, grading and editing, and it just, I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably spend like 30 or 40 hours on a video. Like I thought it was gonna be a lot easier than that. You know, you ever heard somebody say like, all you gotta do is, and then dot dot dot? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I was gonna shoot this video. Man, all I gotta do is shoot a one take real quick, shoot the boop, boop, and it's gonna be done. Man, no, like nobody tells you that. Like you think it's gonna be so easy, and it's like it's not. But um, it's rewarding because I'm learning so much. So that being said, I'm super excited to see where it takes me, and I think that I have a gift in the fact that I'm really documenting what my life is like the things that are really going on around me. Everything that you're seeing is happening, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited, man. Like, if you like the last song that I just put out, um, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I mean, that's really all that's been going on. If I'm being completely honest with you, like my career at a point right now, I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, so like I don't know how I was gonna go from here to meeting Drake in 2 weeks, but you know, hey, that's the beautiful that's the beautiful part. Maybe one day that's what's gonna happen. So that's kind of really where I've been. I just been documenting everything, uploading shorts, learning short form, learning long form, and really studying it, watching a whole bunch of videos. Um, I also have been able to like, you know, start, you know, my LLC and start some different things and started viewing myself as a company, right? And that's another thing that I can say has been a big transition for me in terms of my career is like I no longer look at myself as just an artist and doing all my content, doing pretty much everything for myself at this point has shown me like how to produce and distribute and market this product. So now that I view myself as a business, I think the decisions that I've made and the things that I'm doing are now going to reflect that. And it's not necessarily that I'm gonna lose my creativity or my pureness or the originality of my art, but rather I think that I operate so much more efficiently. And that's not gonna be anything but good for you guys, because a lot of the times as a creative, everything's based off feeling. Everything's based off, do I feel like doing it? The song's not coming to me. Let me go walk barefoot over there in the park over there. Like, no disrespect to, people who like to do stuff like that, but, you know, it's just, you waste a lot of time. Like, you know how many naps I took when I couldn't write songs? Like, man, if the lyrics wasn't coming to me, cuz I'm going to sleep. Like, that's what's happening. I'm gonna go to sleep. But now I feel more motivated and more energized to produce, because ultimately I know that I've created a community and I've created a platform for people to come to, and they're gonna be expecting, me to produce. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I think that, like I say, as a business, you most businesses are prepared for their operations. They're out 5-10 years ahead. They're making decisions to be successful in the long term. So now that I view myself that way, it's kind of like I've been doing a lot of research in terms of like, oh, I researched the Birdman Cash Money deal. Like, you're probably like, dog, you super late on that. But, bro, 90%, 10% split on your masters, you get to keep all your masters, you get to license it out. Like, that's crazy. As an independent label, they were only moving like 30,000-40,000 units. But at the time, that was crazy. But if you don't know, basically, I think it was Birdman and I don't know it was like his brother, and essentially they were an independent label, and they licensed their catalog over to, I think it was Universal, and that's how you get Lil Wayne, that's how you get Juvenile, BG, all these big rappers at the time, and they had a market that they were dominating, but they were able to pretty much structure a deal to where I think it might have been 80-20, 90-10, one of those deals where essentially they got to keep 80% of the royalties, they got to keep ownership of the masters, which is like the overall master recordings, and license those masters out however they like, and then just distribute their product through Universal, which is basically unheard of. Like, that's insane, right? At least for the time. And what I think that I realized was that I'm not gonna say they were like me, but kind of. They were just some dudes who were just selling music, like for real, for real. Like, I mean, they had a market. They had people that liked it in the South. They had the CDs printed out, and they was selling it. Boom, 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 boom. Copies. Selling music. Constantly putting out music, selling it, and boom, some kind of way, they got this huge, and not only that, I think they got a $3 million advance, $3 million advance. Like, I guess all I'm saying is, if I move correctly and I start to do things, and do more research and really start to look at myself not as, oh, just an artist who gets to work with his favorite artist, or, oh, get signed to a label and look at these names and brands and think that it's, not necessarily say it's not a privilege to work with them, but if I start to see the value that I can offer to the marketplace, I'm probably going to make the best decisions. So I think I've opened myself up to a world of possibilities that I didn't even know, simply just because my mindset wasn't there. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I don't know if you guys can kind of tell, but I'm definitely super excited when it comes to where I think I'm gonna go and how I'm transitioning in terms of my mindset and how this is all gonna work out. So that's all I got right now. But yeah. So yeah, I didn't make that noise again. I know I always go like when I sit down, but this time I was already sitting down. So, anyways, um, last guy talk was about obedience, and I will say I'm still kind of struggling with some things in that area.
just from a place of fear, a place of complacency, a place of um, just not truly seeing what it is that God is trying to do or trying to show me. So, I kind of react to what's around me. But I will say, slowly but surely, as time progresses, the things that I can't control and the things that I think that I know are starting to slowly fall away. And it's like, can you trust God's word and what you know that He said over what you see? And it's like, it's as maybe, I guess you could say, bad as it may seem that maybe it takes for those things to fall apart for me to actually trust what God says. I think that it's also beautiful because it's like, all right, Lord, I made a mistake and I didn't trust you that time. But the obedience is a lifelong battle. Obedience is something that He's always going to be asking you to do new things. He's always going to be calling you to higher. So you get new opportunities to show, like, nah, okay, I'm gonna really put it to the test. Like last time, I thought I knew last time, but this time, I'm gonna do something different. So that being said, it's almost a new way to overcome fear. It's like I've through the pain of feeling what I felt and through the pain of maybe being disobedient and allowing my fear to control me, I realized that it holds no weight. Wild, but that's why I say I'm still battling with some things, but I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to get it. But that's neither here nor there because this week we're gonna talk about I guess you could say there's not really a word that I could come up with for it, but it's more so just about using what God has given you. I guess you could say stewardship, right? I'm always sitting around and not necessarily sitting around, but I'm always pondering like why I haven't gotten to the next level or why I haven't done things or why I haven't, experienced certain things. But the reason that maybe I haven't experienced the type of success that I've wanted or been able to capitalize on certain opportunities is because I didn't possess the character to do so. And I bless God because now through me working at the factory, right, I've started to see that it's not my job to control what's around me. Like my job is to use the gifts and the opportunities and the things that God has placed in my life and make the most out of that. So then when I get an opportunity to maybe upgrade that thing and God gives me an opportunity to expand, I already have downloaded the habits and everything necessary to maintain at that next level, right? It's all about levels. It's all about, you know, I wouldn't say that things change, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say that me and Kendrick Lamar are doing things differently. I'd say he's just doing it at a much higher level than I am. And what I need to focus on is what's in front of me. And too many times I feel like we get caught up looking at what somebody else has, looking at the next measure of like where we're supposed to be or what it would be like to be at a certain place. And dog, everything that you need is right in front of you, bro. Like everything that you need, dog. Like I'll give you an example of what I mean. I don't have a team when it comes to any of my video production. I edit it, I shoot it, I make most of my songs like by hand, like everything. I mix, master, I do it all, bro. And I'm still in school, and I'm still, trying to figure out how to build a career. It's just so many things that I'm doing, and it's kind of like it can be very frustrating when I see that, bro. When it comes to certain peers and when it comes to people around me, I may feel as though I deserve more than what I'm given. But the reality is that if you focus on what you think you deserve rather than focus on what you actually have, you're gonna miss all the little gems that you get in between. Because although I have to do everything myself, or I get to do everything myself, bro, I've learned so many different skills. I've been able to push myself in a way that I don't think people can even like fathom how much work that I actually put in, how many sacrifices I make, how many things that I'm able to, the new levels that I'm able to achieve simply because I chose to not make any excuses and just push myself and see how far things go. You have to understand that God is a part of your life. Like, he's there. The moment that you say, hey, Lord, here's my life, he takes it. And it's up to you to then just keep following. So things might not always be perfect, but dog, like, don't get frustrated. Embrace it. Embrace what he's giving you. Embrace that. And it's kind of like I said, all the things that I have, I can run through a couple of things that I have. Like, okay, one thing, I'll say this. In undergrad, I was a management major, supply chain management. Had some tough classes, but for the most part, I will say most of it was kind of like people skills, a lot of consulting projects, just stuff that I felt like didn't challenge me in a new way. Right? It was still challenging because it's a college course, so you're gonna have to like think on a higher level, but it didn't challenge me numerically. That's where I'm the weakest. It didn't challenge me in that area, and I've switched over to Master of Finance like a couple months ago, and it's the first time I've ever had to take this many quantitative courses at once, where it was just a bunch of math. But what I realized is that the math is this is how people think about business. Like, you can't think about business in a creative sense entirely. Like, the whole point of a business is to make money, right? So it's kind of like I have to understand money in a holistic sense rather than what I already had. The only way I thought of it was, okay, you go to the bank, you get you some cash, I guess. It's taught me a whole new side of how to make money and how to think about money, simply because I chose, or simply because I just followed that calling of the Lord. Of, even though there's a little challenge, let's embrace that. Let's see where you can go when it comes to this finance field, and see how far you can push yourself, and see what you can learn. And it's completely shifted my mind when it comes to my career and how I evaluate my brand and how I evaluate everything around me, right? So, I mean, whether or not I'm the most successful in the career or in that field, or whether it's easy or not, dog, by simply trusting in what the Lord has put in front of me and using that to my advantage and trying to get the most out of my career, my college career, I've unlocked something completely new, right? It's completely new. I would have never thought to even, bro, business was, although I am a businessman, I now can say that I understand the game of business. It's completely different. Taxes and all the money from a holistic sense. That's all business is anyway. It's just how to make money, how to use money. And it's like, now I understand, instead of just being a creative, I can flip my brain around and say, oh, I get what's going on now. When we get in the meetings, they're not gonna be running a bunch of numbers in front of me and I don't know what's going on. Like, no, I'll understand my worth and my value, and I won't be able to be taken advantage of in that way, So, I mean, that's just one example. But back to my team example, dog, I didn't know anything about aperture. I didn't know anything about lighting, or, man, I just thought you just set up a camera and that's what it was. You feel me? But I realized that is not the case. Not the case. So any of y'all need to know, pay your videographers, dog. Because they are doing magic, bro. They are making things look that, dog. This right here, what you watching right now, is magic. I don't understand it all the way, but dog, what they do, them boys is crazy. So, man, anyways, it's take a lot of time. Like, nobody tells you all of this. They don't tell you how hard it is to do this, right? So, that being said, I learned an entirely new skill. Learning how to mix and match. I mean, it's just everything is. Although I'm having to do everything by myself, and it can feel like taxing at times, I'm blessed to have enough time to be able to do it. I'm blessed enough to have time to learn and really shape my mind in a way that, although there may be other people that will come along and help me, maybe not. It's just, let's just put it like this. God has given me what he's given me. And now, instead of trying to focus on having a team, or focus on, or blaming somebody else being more successful than me, or blaming, the fact that I have a lack of resources as to why I'm not where I want to be, I just look at what I have, look at how I'm using it, including my time. including my resources, including all of that, my money. How am I using that? And I say, you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. And I'm going to see what God does. And I truly, 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 truly believe that an opportunity will come. That when God is pleased, or when God just sees fit, it might not even be about what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I don't know, right? I could do everything right, and he just decides that I need to stay where I am. Because there's something that he wants from me. This isn't about me, right? This is about what he wants. So it's kind of like when the Lord sees fit to drop an opportunity into my life, I'll be so good at using my ability and my resources around me right now that when that opportunity comes to elevate and he expands it, it'll be like walking in the park. It'll be like all the hard work was done, you feel me? So as a testament to you and anybody that's watching this, I just want you to know that, like, you don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to be in a rush, because everything that you need is already in front of you. Because God gave it to you. The Lord gave it to you. So, that's where I'm at. And, as a matter of fact, before I get off of here, I want to read to y'all this prayer that I came up with. And it's not finished. It's not all the way finished yet. But it's this prayer that I try to say in the morning. And I haven't been saying it every day. I ain't gonna cap. I'm really bad about daily things. Like, you know, somebody be like, I'm gonna do this every day. I say that. I go 4 days, and then like by that 5th day, I don't know. It just like my brain just shut down. I don't know. Anyways, so I say it when I think about it. But this is how it goes. It goes, Lord, I thank you for the test that you've given me. The challenge is something that I know you can allow me to overcome, and I ask that you give me the strength, courage, and endurance to see it through until the end. I have specific goals, ideals of success, and motives that drive me each day. Help me to surrender those, because in that submission, you will show me you know best. I can't see your way, but I'm truly asking you to give me the strength and aid to keep running. Through the adversity, through the hard times, build me for your glory. Amen. I try to say that every day, because quite literally, that is the only way to frame how I feel on a daily basis. But like I say, we just gonna keep trusting. We gonna keep having faith, and I believe it's gonna make me. So, till next time.
So I'm a ball for the rest of life. Do this for the love of the game. I just hope the love never change. Cause mine's gotta eat, and I love getting paid. But this music in my blood, so you know I can't complain, no. Do this for the love of the game. I just hope the love never change. Cause mine's gotta eat, and I love getting paid. With the music in my blood, so you know I can't complain, no.